Hello there YouTube land, and welcome back to the Small Workshop Adventures. Bit of housekeeping before we get started. If you're new to the channel, you know what it is. Please like and subscribe and click the like button. It's really appreciated. And press the notification bell if you want to know when the new videos are coming out. So, part three. Yeah, I can count. Well, that's 6, isn't it? It's just I can't count. I put 3 and 3. Part 3. We are continuing on with the garden room build. We're going to be looking at the roof and a lot of aspects of that and how we do it and what we do. And there'll be other bits. So it's not exclusively about the roof. It's just, this is part 3. This is such a big build that I'm splitting it up into various different parts, and I'm not 100% sure how many parts it will be. But we continue on with what we're doing, and then we will come to the next part. Maybe there'll be part 4, maybe even part 5. And maybe I'll get to part 6. Or maybe not. Blimey, that'd be big, wouldn't it? So yes, so we're going to continue on with the garden room build, and I'm going to take you back over there to it. I'm back in my workshop just doing the intro for this, but we are building this on site, so obviously. So go and enjoy the video, and I'll see you at the other side.
So as you can see, we're laying the boards, continuing to do that. The 18mm OSB up the top here. We put out these box sections, which will be for the soffits and the fascias going out down the side. We've got we've plumb lined that down the back, so we've got that, and we have got, well, you can see another box section along this side again for the soffits and the fascias. So we're just going to continue cutting all this, getting the 18mm OSB on the roof, and we won't be doing that section until we've obviously got supports, which are there curing and drying. They're probably dry enough now, but we're going to wait till Monday, so we'll have another weekend of drying, and it's nearly a week, so they're going to be nice and cured, nice and secure. Then we can put the uprights to secure the front before, so we're going to ignore this part of the roof and leave that till next week. It's got another couple of days, a whole weekend of just getting even stronger and stronger, so looking good. So we're going to do that, and that's where we're going to cut all these bits in. There we go, we have cut. It's an oven up here. Not only is it seriously hot when but this OSB reflects the heat, so it's like standing in front of a burning fire as it reflects the heat. So either way, it's uncomfortable. I like the heat, but anyway. Right, anyway, enough of moaning about the heat. We've now cut all those bits in. We've trimmed that in. So we've got all the OSB laid on the main roof. Obviously, as I said before, we're not going out there yet because, well, it's obvious, isn't it? Go out there, you're going to fall. It's not going to support you. So we can't do that yet. Right, we can be silly sometimes because we're mad dogs and Englishmen out in the noonday sun, aren't we, Andy? Although we are going to take a break now and go to McDonald's. Are we going to McDonald's?
Yes.
We have what we call McDonald's Friday. So I know we know how to step out in style, don't we? We go to McDonald's. We have McDonald's Friday. We treat ourselves. You could say, some of you might out there and go, McDonald's, that's not a treat. I wouldn't go near it with a barge pole. But we go there. Nice relax on a Friday. So anyway, we've done that. So it's Friday lunchtime at the end of week 2. So we're doing all right. Cracking on nicely. Right, we're going to break for lunch and see how we go. So we're at the beginning of week 3 and we're going to continue the roof. Roof is coming along nicely. What we need to now do, we're going to get the posts in. What we've got to get in now is some noggins in there, and we've got to get that squared up and a plumb line across the front so we get it absolutely square. So we'll get that because the timbers in the sun obviously have moved slightly, so we need to just bring those holes in, bring them all in, get it absolutely right, and we're going to get the posts in. So that's the next part of the job, continuing on the roof. So we've put the posts in, we've got them essentially, and we've cut that in line. We've got to cut them obviously on the top, otherwise they look like chimney posts, don't they? Chimney stacks. We did suggest that to the customer, but and then she had some other ideas for it, but we won't talk about that on video. So let us just come round and just look at some of the detail of what we've done. We'll start with the feet. We put it on these raised aluminium cast feet, so it lifts up, as you can see, set to exactly, screwed into the concrete pads that we built. That means then it's going to be clad. The whole thing, the post is still going to be clad, but that means it's out of the wet, so any water just runs off, doesn't sort of stay around because this is ground level, so this will all disappear and it would just be astroturf will go across this underneath there, but you would just have this. Then that means it just reduces the ability for it to rot, so water doesn't stay around, it just runs off it, and also the cladding outside. So because this is structural and I want it to last, rather than like fence posts are into the ground, and if we did that straight into the ground, then it could easily after a number of years be rotting, and then you've got to try and replace a post, which is far more difficult to replace a post like this, which is structural rather than just a normal fence post into the ground. So we've removed the possibility, or most of the possibility, and now it will only, as long as you look after it, essentially it won't rot. It's absolutely fine because the water will run away and won't sit there in the ground, it will just disappear around it. So that's the detail around the base and the 2 feet we've raised it off the ground. As you can see going up, stringers in there, so it's tied in really nicely, and we're just supporting that. Looking from the front of the pergola, as you can see, it's nice and strong. That is sturdy. They are 6x6 posts, so what is that, 150 mil? 150 mil by 150 mil, 6x6. It's actually not a lot of weight, but you still want something really sturdy there, but there is not a lot of weight up there, so those posts are more than adequate of looking after that and supporting that part of the roof. But there's not a lot of weight up there really to what these posts can obviously hold. So, sawing the posts off up by hand, using mostly by hand the saw, but also using the recip and the multi-tool. So we got there. Nothing like a workout, is there, on a hot day? Right, there we go. Right, we've put extra noggins across there because the TNG, all this nice TNG out there, is going to run obviously that way. So we needed to put extra noggins in to make sure it's properly supported. So we've just done that, so that when the finishing detail, then we've got it all good. So that's what we've just been doing.
We've just been cutting all the, lost the will to live at the minute. All the insulation you can see behind me. So we've been doing the ceiling. The electrics, we didn't film that yesterday, but the electricians been here all day yesterday and they're coming back this afternoon to finish off. First fix electrics. So, but we've then been, where they have done the cabling, we've just been doing the, all the insulation. So let's just have a look at the insulation all round and you can see I've had enough of it at the minute. Anyway, let's spin around. There you go. You can see where we've cut through for all the lights. So we've got lots of breathing air space for the lights, so there's no fire risk. We cut a 6-inch, 3 inches, so 6-inch square. So there's a bit more to do here because this is going to be in the kitchen here, but they've got to do more here and running. But you can see the insulation is going in and it's all in. We've started to do the stud walls as well, as you've seen. We've got them up. That's going to be the toilet in there, and we've got a stud wall here because that's going to be a separate room, just a quieter room. So we've got all the insulation, as you can see, all round, looking good properly. What we'll do once this is done, then we'll be wrapping the whole inside. So but we've got a bit more to do. So we are back at the beginning of week 4, and this is now we're going to be doing the ceiling. So we've insulated it, as you can see. I'll have a little look around, and we just see where we've got to, and then we're going to start the ceiling. So let's just get round there, and we've got an interesting thing around the ceiling is we've got a board lifter. And now, I don't know how many of you have used one. We're going to use one for the first time, actually. I'm going to use, normally you're holding a couple of here and screwing them in and getting the ceiling boards in and stuff. But we're going to use a board lifter. So there's going to be a video about that. So let's show you around anyway. So you can see as we go in, we've done first fix. Not me personally, the electricians have. Chris and Bram, they've done first fix. And we've got everything cut out, as you can see, which we've got the map. We've already written the map for the ceiling and for all the lighting. So we know where it is, but it's cut out there. So the lights will be able to go in there nicely. All sitting around, plugs in the wall and so forth. That's all the stuff for the ceiling. And in there, as you can see, looking nice. We were going to have the windows, but the windows have been delayed, so not to worry. We've got plenty to be carrying on with here and getting on with it. So that's where we're at with regards to that. You can see all the lights for underneath have been done. The first fix of the wiring, looking nice for all the downlighters and stuff. So looking good.
go, we've got the ceiling wrapped. So the vapor barrier is in. So next we're going to do the ceiling boards, and we're going to use this contraption. It's a medieval torture implement. No? Okay. Maybe it's just for lifting boards. Who remembers those stretching racks in medieval torture? Why have I gone there? Yeah, went to London Dungeon and all those sort of places. Madame Tussauds. And got these really macabre stretching things. Anyway, no, it's not. It's just for lifting boards. We'll do that in a bit. So we're just measuring the boards, and then we're going to cut using the track saw to cut them to size, get them into the right places. So we're going to start in this corner here. And then it just goes up into place. So we have the boards fitted. We put the ceiling ply on, and then we can do all the finishing and stuff. So we're carrying on with it. It's looking good.
So that's the end of part 3. It's been a warm one. It was warm doing part 3, all of what we've done there. That's been about the roof and or a lot of the aspect of the roof, and we've been putting up the ceiling as well as we continue what is a pretty big build and quite detailed. We've got still lots more to come. There's part 4 to come. Will be part 4 the last part? I'm not quite sure. Depends on what I pack in and all the detail of other aspects of it, because there's still plenty more to do on it. But enjoying this one and all the challenges that it brings, because challenges are a really, really good thing, because they're an opportunity, aren't they? They're an opportunity to learn and grow. So I'm not worried about challenges and overcoming things, overcoming stuff. And, you know, when you have to work that out, and you just, what do you do when you have a challenge? As I've had with this build and many builds, what do? Well, just talk to someone, ask, go and find out. So that's what we've been doing. So part 3 is done and dusted, and there's loads more to come. Go and check out all the other videos. If you haven't seen part 1 and 2, then go and check them out on the channel. I'll put them up here somewhere. They're going to float around up there, and you can go and see that. And there's all lots of other stuff. So looking forward to seeing you on the next video. So from me, Mark, at the Small Workshop Adventures, take care, everybody. Bye.